was about 30 years old, I realized I want to study theology. This means I'm going to be a pastor. And I flew home and stood in the driveway and asked him, Dad, I think I'm going to be a pastor. Am I going to be welcome in your house if this happens?
It took me so much just to utter the words and tell him what was on my heart. And I did not know how he was going to respond. And he just started crying. And I was like, oh, that's it. That's it. I'm going to get kicked out of my family. That's it. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
And she said, Josie, I think that sometimes before God can use us, he has to break us. He has to make us new. And I think that God is doing that to you in your life. And maybe you could just give it a try and see what happens and see where God takes you.
She was serving as a youth director for Southeastern California Conference. That was what she was doing. Either Southeastern or Southern, I can't remember. And I got a chance to stand on the bus next to her, and I remembered saying to her, Pastor Smith, why are you a pastor? God, despite everything that's going on, why are you here? And she said, because I can't do anything else. She says, God will not allow me to do anything else but this. That blew me away.
I never really stopped to ask God, why. But I do stop and I ask God, are you sure?
The most my father was ever able to say to me about this in the end was, I cannot explain this. For him that meant, I can't explain why I find these texts in the Bible and I've always thought women shouldn't do this. I can't explain this, he said. But there's clearly something the Spirit is doing in you, and I surely cannot stand in the way of it. And that's where we left it, between the two of us.